Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to the show. I'm your charming, self-proclaimed, yet still humble host, Mukluk. Today, for Mucktober, we've got another spooky game. I've got everything all set up like we have been. I've got the heart monitor strapped on and all that good stuff, and we are going to be trying out another game on the long list of games you guys suggested we knock out for the month. Really quickly here's the list so far. We have gone through quite a few of these. Next up, we have got a game called Slay the Princess. I really don't know much about this. It shows a picture of a princess in chains, and it says Slay the Princess. It's supposedly a psychological horror. It's overwhelmingly positive on Steam, and supposedly it's a few hours long. So, we are going to be trying this out. I've heard good things about it, but I don't know much about it specifically. Chip is destroying his tower right now, so if you hear anything in the background, that's him. So, without further ado, let's jump into it and suffer. We'll suffer together. Also, Airy Summer, thank you for that massive raid right as we're starting. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Getting the stream started off strong. All right, launching the game now. I saw you on Alice earlier. Yeah, I tried to get Alice Madness Returns running, and I did get it working, but it doesn't have a windowed mode. The game came out in 2011. It doesn't have a windowed mode, so anytime I tab out to like mess with Twitch or something, it's like 5 to 10 seconds to tab in and out of the program. So it is playable, but it's rough. Okay, there was a warning there that I accidentally clicked through too quickly that basically said, you know, there's a lot of dark themes and stuff in this, and if that bothers you, you know, you have been warned. This is all fiction. Okay, would be nice SMB mod, Slay the Princess, Mary Bowser, or Toad. Let's see. Okay, so, without further ado... Actually, hold on a sec. Where's the options? Is it accessibility? I cannot remember the last time I played a game that didn't have an options menu. There's no volume control. Okay. Well, I guess I'll have to use Windows volume control. Preferences? Let me see. Oh, it's under preferences. Okay. Just going to turn this down just a touch. Okay, new game. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
Story
and
time.
At the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Sweet, free princess. Oh, I clicked.
You're here to slay her.
What?
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Chip has thoughts on that. Wow, this is a lot of options.
For the Emperor!
What the heck? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
They all seem kind of bad.
If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
What? The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
How can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say that she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens.
Thanks, Luigi.
But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Biscuits.
then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Justification.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Wow, we're already at the
There's
end
a
boss.
heavy
That's
chain
crazy.
around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
No, I'm not putting it down. Like, okay. Logically, if this lady's all chained up, I'm thinking she's a threat to somebody. Now, I don't know. The princess makes me think a world of magic. I don't know if she's got Jedi force power. Is she gonna shoot lightning bolts out of her hands? Maybe she's a witch, monster, maybe a dragon trapped in human form. But she's a threat to someone. But then she also could just be a threat to someone politically, which then she would just be a young woman, and then that's it. But I'm paranoid as heck. I'm holding on to this.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right?
That's what I said.
And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it.
You're right. I should come back with a
Best
crossbow.
not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Counterpoint, we have magical princesses. We have actual... what a misread. We have actual princesses in Europe without magic powers. You say they don't have magic powers, but your last queen lived for like 300 years. So, just saying, there was something going on there. I'm not dropping this blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Squint at the princess while holding onto the blade.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back.
I guess we're at an impasse.
The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Squint even harder.
You squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
What is this game? Alright. I feel like if she could kill me with magic powers at range, she would have already done it. If she could mind control me, she would have already done it. I'm hoping if I set down the blade, that does not mean that I walk up to her. Drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward.
I did not say.
to
I
speak to the
specifically
princess
said
face
don't
to
step
face.
forward. Now her face is gonna open up like a hydralisk, and she's gonna eat our spleen or something.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
I never stopped squinting.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty.
Pick the blade back up.
Any-
Oh, wait, what did I do?
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster? If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her.
Excuse me. Sorry.
She doesn't have to know how to
Too much
destroy
cat
the
hair.
world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Yo, I asked for your name, you didn't give it. I asked for how long you've been here, you didn't tell me that either. So, odd of you to mention trust.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
First time? Yeah, first time.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
You mentioned relationship. Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
We've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm gonna keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Are you trying to convince me to kill you?
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Oh boy, look at the time. He's got a knife! No!
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle.
What? Wait, I've already lost. Dude, what is my arm? Look at these claws.
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down. As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor,
What?
the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out
Oh,
of your
wow, the
lungs.
sound effects.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I'm sorry, miss. I was not aware of your game. Chapter 2, The
You're
Tower.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
This is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
It's true, I didn't.
Of course we died. We couldn't land a single blow on her, and she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die. What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless. She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
And does she remember?
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end. Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her bare hands?
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin and you'll be fine. Or we could pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Voice of the broken.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
This kind of reminds me of Disco Elysium. All the different voices that we had in our head.
You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
Who locked her in the basement? What is that place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
Now, a couple things I've noticed. One, we had a really gnarly set of hands. Two, the mouse cursor looks like our gnarly hand. Three, when I picked up the dagger, the mouse cursor changed to the gnarly hand holding the dagger, but then it went back to normal when we died and respawned without the dagger.
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Who cares if you think we're special? As far as I can tell, the only thing special about us is that we get to experience painfully dying all over again.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
I think you're a reptiloid and she's a fake human. Maybe humans are rare in this world. Maybe she is a human princess, but we're some kind of like fragile snake people with hollow bones. And I'm the strongest hollow bone person, but still pretty weak compared to a human woman.
The less you know about her, the better.
She killed me last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Lying? Cheating? Why would she even bother? She didn't need to do anything like that last time. She caught us off guard last time. We'll be fine. Let's just keep our wits about us. At least one of you still has a shred of sense. Just make sure you listen to him and not that whiner.
Proceed.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Alright, chat, we're hyper-focused this time. We're locked in. We're going straight for the
The
heart.
interior of the cabin is larger
what?
and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
I wonder if she gained XP killing us and she's leveled up, so now this place is fancier. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
What are we?
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
I'm still really liking the theory that humans are really rare in this world. Like, that's gonna be the big M. Night Shyamalan ding dong twist, is that I represent a race of people terrified of this human woman, and our race is weaker than human women. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This whole cabin is different than last time.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Enter basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
What the heck? She sounds less like a princess and more like Yas Queen.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Continue.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next.
Jenna would have
But soon
simply
the
said
end
no.
comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
You tumble to the bottom. Jenna said no.
The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Yeah, I think she's gaining XP. Also, our mouse cursor changed again. Keep the group alive. I'll be right back.
The
I'm gonna
chain
stand in
is
the fire just so
nothing
you don't
to
get bored.
her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Tighten grip.
As if on
I'm locked
command,
in.
the blade slips from
What?
your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor.
That is not what I clicked.
But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report